Okay, social democracy versus democratic socialism. Hey everyone, this is Morgan Zegers from YAAS, and today we're going to set the record straight on social democracy versus democratic socialism. Here are 5 things that you really need to know. Number 1, social democracy and democratic socialism are not the same thing. The social democracy that we see in Nordic Europe means big government programs and very high taxes combined with a capitalist economy with private industry, private business, and private property. Socialism, on the other hand, completely removes the private industry and business from the equation, and it puts the government in charge of basically everything. What you're doing here is creating a monopoly run by the government with absolutely no accountability. Number 2, capitalism is when the people are in control of the economy. The people can privately own and control their own property and business, and this is a very important point, there is a system of government that protects these rights of the people to freely do so, and it holds any wrongdoers accountable with a system of justice. Bashing capitalism has become a very popular thing to do in America, especially for our generation. There is definitely bad business behavior out there that deserves to be called out, and thankfully we have a system of government and a system of justice in our country that we're able to use to hold unethical behavior accountable. That being said, capitalism is not evil, immoral, or oppressive. It's been the world's best form of fighting poverty and delivering power to the people. In the last 30 years alone, poverty has been reduced by over 50%. That means over 1 billion people have risen out of poverty in just 3 decades, and that's thanks to advancements achieved by a combination of capitalism and classical liberalism. Number 3, social democracy is capitalist. Yes, Nordic European countries have huge welfare programs and very, very high taxes, but at the end of the day, they do still have a capitalist economy with private industry and private business. Nordic European countries have freer economies than the United States. They do not demonize the wealthy, and they make it very easy to start and support business. Countries like Denmark actually rank higher than America on the Economic Freedom Index. And what's more interesting, this is a little tidbit, Sweden actually tried true economic socialism with the nationalization of private industry in the 1970s, and it was such a massive failure that they decided to change back to encouraging capitalism. Number 4, you're being lied to. Socialists in America tell us if we adopt their policies, we will make America into Nordic Europe, but this is a flat-out lie, and you deserve the truth. American socialists have made it very clear. They do not want our current economic system. They say capitalism is evil and oppressive and must come to an end. They now proudly use the term socialist. But why would they deceive us like this? Well, it's not exactly a strong pitch to the American people to say, hey guys, we're going to try the same ideology as Mao's China or Maduro's Venezuela or Stalin's USSR or Castro's Cuba, but trust us, it'll actually work this time. So they've settled into the lie that their economic socialism just won't make us like Venezuela. No, it'll be different because we're America. They are literally telling us that by ending capitalism in America, replacing it with socialism, we won't end up like a socialist country, we'll end up like capitalist countries in Nordic Europe. Once you look at all these facts, you can start to see that the socialist story in America is just not adding up. Number 5, democratic socialism is a farce. I've heard this lie many times, especially from young leftists on campuses across the country. They say democratic socialism will be different in America than the usual socialism of the world's past because this time we will have the power to choose our leaders and that socialism will be democratic. I hate to break it to everyone out there who believes this, but that's exactly what the lie was in Venezuela. Socialists were democratically elected into power in Venezuela after promising the people social justice, equality, and reform. But what happened after implementing socialism? Just a couple decades later, Venezuela is now controlled by a socialist dictatorship because economic socialism put power in the hands of the government and took it away from the people. Our team at YAAS completely respects that many of our peers want to help fight poverty, reform the healthcare system, increase access to education, and protect our planet. And that is exactly why we are so determined to get them the truth that they deserve on how they can actually solve these problems. To sum it up, 1, socialism, whether democratic or not, will never empower us to achieve true progress on the issues that we care about. Number 2, Nordic Europe is capitalist. And number 3, the best way to achieve serious solutions is to work together on a foundation of capitalism and classical liberalism. Thanks for watching.